Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024, and it is 73 degrees out right now, and I'm wearing long pants, a thick t-shirt, and a pretty well-insulated flannel, if I were to call it something like this. I just have to run in and out of the house 4 times now, because the first thing is I walked outside, got into my car, I forgot my water bottle. Okay. And then at first I really thought, maybe I don't need my water bottle. Maybe I'll just drink from the water fountain today. But then I was like, wait, I already filled up my water bottle. So might as well, grab the already filled water bottle and then, get along with my day. So I walk back inside, grab my water bottle, walk back to the car, and then I go, oh, whoopsies, I forgot my wallet. And then you could also say, oh, maybe I don't need my wallet to go to the gym, like it's not like I have to buy anything. But it has my license in it. What if I get pulled over? What if I get into a car collision? And then I'm going to need my ID, right? So I walk back in, grab my wallet, and then what was it? I get in, and then I go, all right, let me start recording this video now. And then I go, oh, whoopsies, I forgot my tripod inside the house. So I walk back inside. The more I think about it, the more bummed I'm, maybe I shouldn't say bummed. It's an opportunity to learn and be better, But then I go back inside, I grab my tripod, I set up said tripod, and then when I go to put my phone on said tripod, I realize I forgot the actual attachment point that puts the phone on the tripod. The little thing that I was complaining the other day because it kept falling over because the mount that I bought. Okay, the mount that it came with the tripod broke, so I had to toss that. And then I bought a new one off Amazon, and it's been working great. Other than that, the little swivel arm is getting weaker and weaker, especially under the weight of this phone. And anytime I hit a serious bump, it's like the tripod gets a little bit sad and goes, yeah, and then I forgot that. So I went back in for the 4th time, and I'm pretty sure at that point my neighbor was watering his lawn during all of this time. And I'm on good terms with all my neighbors too. Maybe I shouldn't say the best terms, because not we're all best friends, but we all like each other to say hi. We say hi, what's going on with our lives. And none of us are on bad terms, but I like to think that my neighbor was probably looking at me going back and forth into my car and probably just thinking, what is wrong with that fella today? What is going on in his life that he is so scatterbrained? And here's why I'm so scatterbrained. I originally planned to go to the gym at 11, and then that didn't happen. And after 11, I planned to go to the gym by 1, and then at 12:52, the moment I was about to walk out of the house and get to the gym, I got a request to do something that was a little bit urgent, so I had to actually leave the house for a little bit. Ooh, can I squeeze by? Yeah, I can. And it's nothing serious. It's just something that's mildly inconveniencing, but it was a errand that I was supposed to run because somebody in my family forgot to do it, and it's something that has to be done urgent. I don't know why I'm making it sound cryptic, but it's just I had to run an errand right before I had to go, and then I was like, oh, maybe I'll go to the gym on the way back. But then, what was it? Why didn't I not want to go? Ooh, freedom. It is so hot today, actually. It is 71 degrees. This is the hottest day I think I've ever experienced for the past 6 months? 7 months? 7 months. Maybe even 8 months. This is the hottest weather I've experienced. Actually, never mind. I visited California in the last 8 months, so it was definitely hotter during that time too. So, at least in Washington, this is the hottest it has been in a very long time. It's actually kind of throwing me off actually saying 70 right now, because I'm not used to seeing the number 70 on the thermometer scale. But then I had all that happen, and then I am heading off to the gym at 2:54 when I originally planned to go at 2. Mainly because at around, 1:55, I started getting ready to go to the gym. And then I got sidetracked. I was like, oh, all of a sudden I have to go poop, so I went to go poop. Because I've said it plenty of times before, I am not going to go. If I have any urge at all to go poop, I am not going to the gym. I'm going to go straight to the bathroom and poop. Because I am not going to the gym with even the slightest percentage higher that I have the chance to just poop myself at the gym, because I'd rather not have that happen. If I'm being completely honest, guys, I'd rather not have that happen. And then after that, what was it? My brother came home, so I started goofing around with him, and then before I knew it, like, boom, 30 minutes has passed already. And then now here I am, 2:55, especially with the whole debacle of me forgetting everything on going back and forth on the car ride also. Well, not the car ride, the actual car itself in a way. Oh, water bottle down. Water bottle down. All right, there we go. I'm thinking, did I forget anything else? I don't want to chew gum right now, so I am. Oh, the slowest turning person I think I've ever witnessed into oncoming traffic. Bravo. Now I'm just aggressive now at this point. I gotta transfer this aggressiveness into the gym now. And that actually might happen too. This might be a gym day. I don't even record any sets because maybe I shouldn't call it peak hours, because I know peak time at the gym is usually around 5 o'clock to like 8 o'clock, that little block of time right there. But right now, I think I'm going to have to be fending off a bunch of high schoolers. High schoolers that are probably stronger and probably bigger than me as well, which is always such a humbling thing to think about. But I have not gone to the gym when it's been what I consider myself the block of... Actually, anywhere from 3 to 7, I think, is usually the busiest time, at least for this gym. And I'm going in what I consider to be one of the busiest times for the gym. And I'm going to hope for the best. Today, it's just going to be arms. I did back a couple days ago, and I've been sore. Wait. Okay. Back seems to be fully recovered by today, but I was actually pleasantly surprised how sore I was with my back, especially regarding my lats. Usually whenever I have like soreness from doing a back day, it's usually in the upper mid back, sometimes even the trap region. So it's like this upper area, right? But this back day, I'll tell you, the lats were pretty much the only things that were sore for the past couple days. And I'm starting to think it's because I added in a new movement. Should I even call it a new movement? It's the lat pull down, but with, you know, should I even call it a neutral grip? On the thing, it says Marsa Fit on it. A Marsa Fit neutral grip attachment pull down. I don't know. It was just a lat pull down, but I did it with a different grip attachment. And it felt tremendous, actually. I think from now on, as long as those, that like style of bar remains at this gym and nobody breaks them and nobody steals them, I think that's going to be my standard go-to pull down exercise for my back days now, just because it feels extremely pleasant. Like the grip feels very natural. It doesn't feel like I have to like kind of do anything more to make it feel better or more targeted towards my lats. It feels like, in a way, like I put in less effort, but I still get more results from it, which just seems like a win-win situation. Also, for the first time ever, 2 days ago, I bought masa, and I made myself some homemade corn tortillas, and they came out pretty darn good. I've noticed that they're pretty hard to mess up. Like, corn tortillas aren't like pancakes where like you could make like a bad pancake batter, or, you know, like the thing where you make pancakes and the first, at least at the minimum, the first pancake always comes out the worst. But with tortillas, I feel like they're pretty consistent. Like, you might have, you know, your test. Okay, water bottle down again. I do like having a large water bottle because that means I can drink a large amount of water, right? And not have to refill it constantly. But it also comes at the price of, it doesn't fit in any of the cup holders, so I just have to have it in the seat like a passenger, and then it just flops around everywhere, causing a ruckus, causing distraction to little old me. Ooh, I thought that car was about to come into my lane. But as I slowly approach the gymnasium, and as I slowly realize I have not used my LA Fitness membership for I think about like 3-4 months now, so that's about, what is that, $80 down the drain, because it's $20 per month with the gym pass thing that I'm using. But I do remember, I do actually like doing arms at Move, because I thought about it for a second right now. Maybe I should just go to LA today since I haven't gone in a while, but I do like doing arms at Move just because of the amount of cables that they have. Versus, they did not have that many cables at old LA. This car is going extremely slow while the light is yellow. Not the biggest fan of that. But it is what it is. And I already see the parking lot starting to pack up right now. I'm starting to see gangs of high schoolers in their cars all coming to the gym right now, actually. parking lot doesn't seem too full. Actually, who am I joking? It is extremely full. The man behind me is doing very odd driving maneuvers, and I'm going to get away as far as possible from that man. I've actually seen a lot of road rage in this parking lot, actually. For being such a small parking lot and not having that much room to even have road rageable incidents, I've seen a lot of road rage in this parking lot, which is actually pretty funny to think about. All right, I have arrived. The camera already bumped downward, so let's get some cardio and then get tricep, bicep, maybe some forearms in. It's always a humbling moment when I come straight from the gym, post pump, quite literally minutes away of the pump, and then I look into the camera viewfinder and I see a reflection. It's kind of lackluster, actually, and it is truly the testament of the beauty of angles and the beauty of lighting, of how it makes your muscles really pop that much more, it seems. Ooh, I am free to drive. Well, right there, like, I could see the progress I made, especially if I think about it within a year perspective. Like, if I were to think about myself last year and the size of my arms back then versus the sizes they are now, they have considerably... Actually, maybe I shouldn't say the word considerably, because some people might say, oh, actually, within 6 months, I was able to grow 17-inch than last year. Oh, let me rephrase that. Actually, let me go on that topic real quick. I am proud of the progress I made, but I also know it could be better, or it could also be the fact that I just might not be built different compared to some people that might respond a little bit better to the exercise as I slowly lose the angle that I have right now. But you know what? Could I be... Ooh, there's people crossing right now. I might not be a genetic outlier with elite genetics, with the most picture-perfect diet, sleep, and everything that could combine to make the most physically or the most aesthetically pleasing physique known to man while also being strong. But I can try, though, right? I can try. And I am still pretty proud of myself. I honestly really did not want to go to the gym today, but I think my new goal for this week, at least, is 2 weeks ago. I mentioned it in the last video that I made, but 2 weeks ago I went to the gym one time. Let me rephrase that. 3 weeks ago I went to the gym 0 times that week. The next week I went 1 time that week. The next week I went 2 times that week. So what does that mean for this week? I'm attempting to go 3 times this week. 3 times this week is the goal. And since I did arms today, and I don't really think arms will really be that much, like an effect or a variable that would affect my leg day tomorrow, I'm going to attempt to hit legs tomorrow. Or at least that's what I'm going to tell myself. And if I don't make it, oh well, I'll go on Thursday then. But that's the thing, though. I definitely do want to go on Thursday. And I definitely do want to go at least a minimum 3 times this week, because I think my overall goal in the long run is to do at minimum 4 days a week. At the minimum. I don't want that to be my minimum where I do 4 days a week, because I feel like, at least with that, I feel the satisfaction of having 1 full split done in a week. And I know the thing I always I'm curious about is like the idea of how much volume you need and how much rest you need. That being said, I do feel like as long as you're not sore, you should be able to work out on that muscle, right? Oh, God, I always hate when that happens. Like, and the thing too is like, this is primarily my fault, so maybe that's why I'm a little bit more salty about it. But whenever, you're waiting at a stoplight and the car in front of you lurches forward, even though it's still red, that just triggers a part of my brain where it goes, oh, the car in front of me moved. I gotta start moving too. And then obviously, since the car just lurched forward and then stopped again, I lurch forward and stop again. So it's like, we all look like fools now, and I feel like a fool. I moved when I can't even move anymore. Or I can't even move anyway because it's a red light. Ooh, my arms are actually quite sore right now. I wasn't able to record any sets of biceps, so I will just run down what I did today. It was a very simple, very, very simple day today, since I could not find any cable open afterwards. And also, another reason I didn't record any of my bicep sets was because I was 360 degrees surrounded by people, and I just didn't feel comfortable setting up a tripod, because I feel like no matter where I would put the tripod, it would be kind of in the way of somebody. And the last thing I want to be is the guy with the tripod that inconveniences others. So I decided to just not record any of them. I just folded up my tripod, put it into a safe location so that doesn't bug anybody, and then I just resumed my workout. And I still had a good workout. It wasn't so busy to the point where like I had to wait for machines or equipment, but it wasn't busy enough that I didn't feel comfortable recording because I felt like I was going to get in somebody's way. But without further ado, what I did for biceps today was I did 3 total sets of hammer curls with dumbbells The first 2 sets being with the 20 pounders, and the last third set was kind of just like, I just did it for fun essentially because it just felt really nice. I dropped the weight from 20 to 12.5, and I just did, let me squeeze up by real quick. Woo. I've successfully squeezed. And the last, as I said, was kind of just for fun, because I was like, oh, hammer curls feel really nice right now, especially with dumbbells. I want to do a little bit more. So I dropped the weight from 20 pounds to 12.5, and I just did one more set. After that, I did just normal seated dumbbell curls, where I really try to focus on going all the way down and really lifting it back up. And I know there's a variation that I did a couple weeks ago where you would go on an angled bench and kind of lean backwards and then do that to kind of give you an extra range of motion. And those did feel extremely nice, but there weren't any angled or adjustable benches left over. So I just went on, you know, those little sit down benches that have like the vertical seat on it. I just went on those and I just did that. I did try to lean back a little bit, but anyway, I did 2 sets of that. And then I finished off the day with 2 sets of 1 arm at a time preacher curls, and I'm feeling pretty darn good. I did notice one thing I wasn't too happy about is I didn't get the same amount of reps and the same amount of weight. So the amount of reps and the amount of weight that I had to do had to be dropped for a lot of my tricep exercises, but they did still feel really good though. Like all my exercises felt really good, but there's just that little mental stimulation of when you see the numbers go up, your mind goes, haha, I am happy. And when you see the numbers go down, your number goes, aha, I am not happy. But still, the physical feeling, the pump that some might even call it as well, did feel quite good. And also just my triceps in general right now just they feel worked and they feel nice. And I remember at one point where there was like a part where like me with just my arms hanging down by my sides, it kind of felt like my triceps were so pumped to the point where like they could like they were touching my lats, if that makes sense. Like if I were just have my arms like this, my triceps felt like they were so inflated. At least they felt like that to me. Like visually speaking, I don't know if that's actually the case, but it just felt like my lats could like you know that picture, what's that picture? It's like God and Adam reaching their hands doing this. That felt like me. This was my tricep, this was my lats, and they were like, oh. And me, it was just me with my arms down by my side. I was like, that feels quite tremendous actually. Also, if I was a little bit less busy at the gym today, I kind of wanted to like film and check my pump, especially for the triceps, because it felt insane today. But I didn't, because I got self-conscious, because I kept thinking, oh, what if some, like, again, it's just me overthinking things. I'm pretty sure nobody even really cares at the gym, especially since how little I care about the people that go to the gym. Like, the only time I really care about people at the gym is if they're inconveniencing others or me. For example, I still hate it when people slam their weights down on machines, because that's gonna break the machine. The cable's gonna snap. And then if you snap the cable and I can't use that machine because of you, I am going to be a little bit peeved. But if it's like all the times I've seen people literally just checking their pump or just checking their physique in the mirror, if anything, I'm kind of like proud of them. I'm like, you know what? You do you. Like I don't even have to like look at their physique in a way and be like, whoa, you look crazy, bro. But just the idea that they're checking themselves out, I'm like proud of them in a way, even though I don't know their story, I don't know their journey. But like, it's like the idea that like I would be ashamed to look at my own body. I would be just ashamed to look at myself in the mirror at times. And that's still a constant, I don't want to say a constant struggle, but that's still a struggle I face with today. And I feel like a lot of people would agree with as well, where you don't really feel pretty. You don't really feel that hot. But then you just got to keep believing in yourself. And sometimes when you have a good group of people that also cheer you on, it also helps you a lot to accept yourself in a way too. And I am accepting myself a lot more nowadays. But again, not enough to the point where I'm at the gym saying, like, if there's a lot of people there, I am still going to be pretty self-conscious to look at my own pump, at my own image in the mirror, especially with the phone camera in hand, because then I'm just like, oh, am I vain? Am I vain from League of Legends? I don't know why I went there, but my triceps felt extremely pumped today. And I'm a little bit bummed I didn't get to see it, like, literally fresh off the last set, because they felt like they were about to blow up. I'm about to blow. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say it like that, but biceps, though, did not feel that tremendous in the pump department. And if anything, I feel it a lot more in like this little connecting part right here. Like, I don't know if I would even call it the elbow, because the elbow is the bone, right? Or is the elbow... When you say elbow, does that mean like the bone, or does that mean the joint itself is the elbow? Or does it not matter and it's all called the elbow, just that general area? But whatever this muscle is, I've been feeling it the most there today on my bicep exercises. My forearms, I did not do them, mainly just because I didn't want to do them, because there were too many people and I wanted to go home. But I still got my tris and my bis done, and I'm about to go home and I'm about to drink 2 scoops of my chocolate whey protein isolate that I said a while ago that I bought new protein powder, and unfortunately it tastes pretty damn bad. It tastes very much of artificial sweetener, because I'm guessing that's how they lower the sugar. But at this point, I think next time, I literally only from now on, I'm just gonna buy whey protein isolate and unflavored, and then just add in my own flavorings. Like if I want it chocolate flavored, I'll buy my own cocoa powder. If I want it to be, I did buy this peanut butter powder. I'm gonna try that actually. I'll try a chocolate peanut butter shake and see how that tastes. And I'll have a banana. And I'll have my vitamins, because I forgot to take them in the morning. And then I'll also have my creatine, because I haven't had it in a while. But yeah, overall, today's workout, I give it I think I give it a 6 out of 10. Anything above a 5, I would consider a good workout. Anything below a 5, I would consider something needed to be improved. Today, I still felt satisfied with my workout, but a 10 out of 10 would be like, I feel like I progressed. I also got an extremely satisfying and tremendous pump. And I also, maybe I had like a learning moment as well, where I was like, oh, if I adjust my form a little bit right here, I feel it a lot more in the targeted muscle group that I'm working on. I think that would be a 10 out of 10. And anything within the 6 to 9 region, I would still consider like a darn good workout. But it's things where I know that I had a better workout before, if that makes sense. But in a way, I'm still happy I made it in. I'm still happy I got my tris and bis done for today. And now I can focus on doing legs tomorrow. Another thing I've been kind of thinking about is maybe tinkering with my split. But at the same time, I'm just so used to this split now, where I'm thinking, is it a good idea to even try and switch it now when I've been getting used to this for like the past couple of months? Maybe I should stick with this for a little bit longer, then try experimenting. But it's doing upper, lower, obviously people heard of the upper lower split, where you do the upper body, then you do the lower body, and and you repeat that. Because it's, I don't know, it seems nice, because I could hit legs twice a week then. If I were to do, again, 4 days a week, I would do upper 2 days a week, lower 2 days a week, and that means more stimulus for the legs. Might mean I might get more muscular legs. But I'm having difficulty trying to think about like how I would divide up my exercises for the upper body, because again, maybe I'm overthinking it, maybe it's still enough volume, but when I think about doing upper body and like mixing different body parts together, like if I were to do 2 chest exercises into 2 back exercises, would that still be enough stimulus for me to grow, or am I just overthinking it and any stimulus is enough to grow? I don't know. So that's why those are either hawks or some eagles up in the air right now. There's a lot of people walking today. It is 69 degrees. No more 70 degrees right now. We are now back down to 69. Goodbye 70s. Oh, man. My arms just got really tired after making these slight little turn adjustments right there. But without further ado, I wish you all a wonderful and merry day. Thank you for joining me on this journey, including myself for actually going, and also talking to myself for going on this journey. And I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna eat that presumably what I don't like the flavor of artificial sweetener, chocolate whey protein isolate, mixed in with a little bit of peanut butter powder, and see if I enjoy that at all. And I think for dinner, I'm thinking I want to have 3 eggs and some sort of other protein source and a little salad on the side and maybe some rice. That sounds delectable tonight, actually. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Do that, do this. Humble myself by looking at my bicep one more time, feeling kind of disappointed. You know what? I could be disappointed, or I could be happy with what I have right now as well. And even if I would have a slight amount of disappointed in my mind right there, that just means I can put in the extra work and effort to make sure that I am satisfied next time. Peace.